Carrie, you're talking to Brian Danclair, and tell us why.
All right, I'm speaking to Brian Danclair this morning because he's the owner of Fish Fries and Things, and he's doing very well. He's one of our very own over there in the UK, I believe it is.
Yes.
Yes, so good morning, Brian.
Morning, how are you?
I'm doing very, very well. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, sir. Great. Thank you very much.
Of course. Now, you had opened this business how long ago?
My business, Fish Wings and Things, have been open for about 7 years now.
7 years. So is that the amount of time you've been living in the UK?
No, sir. I've been living in the UK since 2001.
All right, so you have quite the history there. What motivated you to
and prior
start?
to that, I lived in Washington, D.C.
Right, all right. So what motivated you to start this business? Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, what motivated you to start this business?
What made you start? Well, I've always had a passion and for cooking from since my boy days in Trinidad.
Well, you and I have that in common.
Sorry?
You and I have that in common.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, you know, I don't know if it's still a pastime, but in my time, it was a pastime, you know, and it is what, you know, we grew up doing.
So what made you decide to take it from a pastime to a full-time?
Well, while I was in DC, I had the opportunity while I was going to university there, I had the opportunity to cook with some of the top chefs in the US.
Really?
And
you're making me a little bit jealous here, Brian.
Why is that?
Yeah, because well, I myself am in the food industry, and you know, it'd be an honor for me to get to cook with some of the top chefs in America, you know, because they really have some great chefs out there, as I'm sure you know.
Yes, indeed, yeah, yeah. It was a great experience, and I took that on board, you know, as my second nature.
Right.
Already knew the foundation of cooking as well, coming from, you know, Trinidad, and it was just easy for me to kind of go with the flow.
All right, so what was the journey like from your startup day to where you are now?
The journey has been, you know, I mean, of course, I love what I do. I love entertaining, and I love cooking for people.
Right.
It wasn't. I've never seen it as a task. Something I didn't. It was hard for me.
Right.
It was always an easy task for me, but physically, of course, it took its toll because you'll be working long hours
on your feet
in kitchens, you know, that are very, very hot, you know. But you get used to it after a while, and that is the you know, that's the challenge. That's only the challenge. I mean, of course, when you open your own business, the other challenges come into play where there is all sorts of things, you know, all sorts of hiccups. But, you know, you have to be prepared for that. You have to keep focus and know what the game plan is.
Who has been your support circle around you? Or have you done it on your own?
I've had a lot of support. I mean, I've got my family, my wife, and my kids. I've got, you know, all my grandmother. Valentina Castillo Caballero was one of the person who showed me a lot of love, and told me that you know that you know you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And that I took on board.
Right.
You know, that was she lived 100 years old, and you know those the kind of support that I had. I had people around me with real love, and I had friends as well who were really supportive. You know, from Trinidad, who I still maintain my friendship from since we were 3 and 4 years old.
Really? That's amazing. Well, Brian, just before we wrap up, what's the one thing you would tell somebody who is looking on right now and they may be thinking of doing what you're doing? You know, they may be a Trinidadian abroad and maybe thinking of starting a business. What's the one piece of advice you would give them?
I would say to them that, you know, this job is not an easy job, but true path to independence is owning your own business, and it's to keep your focus on the great price.
Some excellent words there, Brian. So thank you very much, Brian Danclair, owner of Fish Wings and Things. You know, congratulations on all the wonderful work you're doing, and you know, keep flying that red, white, and black high.
We do.
All right.
Indeed,
well, you have a great day, Brian.
Yes, sir. You take care. Peace and love.
All right, peace and love. All right, so we have this and much more ahead. You stay with us. We'll be right back.